everybody. It's the preview show delivered by FedEx. I'm Alex Weaver here with Chris Rice from College Racing. No surprise, and a name that we've heard over and over again, Kevin Harvick gets win number 7.
I cannot believe how fast that group is. They're fast each week, everywhere they go. Rodney Childress, everybody at SHR, they have everything going right for them right now, that's for sure.
Now, speaking of fast each week, I know that we're talking about the big three constantly. I don't know if anybody can challenge them right now.
Well, it doesn't look like it, I'm telling you. At one time, I looked up, Martin Truex Jr. had spun out, and next thing you know, he's leading the race. So all three of those guys, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., they're just crazy fast right now. They kind of overcome adversity every week. So I'm just telling you, those three, you better look out come playoff time for sure.
Speaking of playoff time, now a lot of people say that Michigan is the test of how you're going to look in the playoffs. Was there anybody that surprised you in Michigan?
Austin Dillon, the whole RCR group. I know everyone says, well, maybe it was track position, it was 2 tires, but I felt like they ran well all weekend. They had speed in qualifying, they had speed in the race. Until he had a little bit of trouble with 2 to go, he was easily going to finish second. And he could contend with Kevin Harvick for a little while, but I felt like that they made huge gains at RCR to go into the playoffs. I know they're working really hard to make sure that they take that to the playoffs.
They are. Now, one of the night races that we have this season at Bristol Motor Speedway, and a name that we're not very familiar with saying, Kyle Busch. He puts on a show there every time. Every time.
Some reason or another, he takes a broom home with him when he runs all 3 races, the truck race, the Xfinity race, and the Cup race. He is so dominant at that racetrack that you just have to look at Kyle Busch every time he goes on a racetrack and figure out, hey, what are you doing so different than everyone else? Kyle Busch is just crazy fast there, so I don't know that anybody knocks him off his throne at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Now, a car that we have seen and a team that's gained some speed is Hendrick Motorsports, and with Jimmy Johnson, we saw a little bit of speed back in Michigan. He has a win in Bristol in 2017. Could this be when he shows up?
Well, he needs to. This is a racetrack that they maybe can stay out or take 2 tires and end up at the front, but they need to get some momentum going on their side to go into the playoffs. I still feel Alex Bowman is your guy that everybody's forgetting about, and if he makes it into the playoffs, because he is on the bubble, he's going to be tough to beat, and he's going to be the guy that shows up. So I'm telling you, I still like Alex Bowman out of that group. I know Chase Elliott just won, and he ran in the top 10 at Michigan, but Alex Bowman is doing a great job being a teammate and being someone that they can lean on and make their cars better for sure.
Now at Bristol Motor Speedway, tempers tend to flare as much as the sparks on the tires, and you can kind of get away with a little bit more at Bristol. What are the keys to getting around that short track?
Track position, because if you get some track position, as we've seen early on this year, Bubba Wallace got some track position, goes up to contend for the lead. If you have track position, you can normally stay up there and maybe not get in trouble. It's 500 laps around that place. You better figure out how to get to the front at the end and not go a lap down throughout the middle of the race. So you have to have some speed, but also you better have some track position for sure.
All right, well, track position and speed are the 2 keys. Who do you think are going to bring those this weekend and get it done at Bristol?
Well, it's 3 guys that we all look at, but I'm telling you, Kyle Busch is your guy to pick this weekend. I feel like he's the guy that says, okay, we're going to go out and win. We're not going to let Kevin Harvick get more points going into the playoffs than us, because we look at Martin Truex Jr. last year, gained all those points in the regular season, goes on to win the championship. That's what everyone's trying to do right now, and Kyle Busch is not going to let Kevin Harvick outdo him going into the playoffs.
Now this weekend we have a full weekend of racing. Thursday night is the Truck Series at 8:30 p.m. on Fox. Friday night it's night racing for the Xfinity Series at Bristol Motor Speedway at 7:30 p.m. That one's coming to you on NBCSN. And then Saturday night it's racing at the Last Great Coliseum. Tune in at 7:30 on NBCSN as the Monster Energy Cup Series goes racing at Bristol Motor Speedway.